3, 2, 1, go. All right, what's up guys? So this is one of my favorite sculpts. I'm gonna turn post-process off. It's one of my favorite sculpts and I can't wait to bring this one into Blender. This is a drawing that I made a while back, maybe like 2015 or 16. And I sculpted it and now it's time to get a nice render out of this. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is sort of prepare it for that because it's not really prepared at all. I thought I turned this off. Did I not? Confused. Okay, so the first thing is I don't need the second layer of all of these. So I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this one. I just need to make the file smaller. And I'm actually just going to get rid of all these as well because they will leave me confused. So I'm going to get rid of the lights. All of these things that I don't need, even the background, I don't need. I'm going to get rid of this image because I don't need it. And I'm going to save this as, because I like the original one, so I'm going to save it as little green blend. I put some food outside, so we'll see if any creatures come around. I'll leave this phone on just in case they do, so you guys can, so we can see what's back there together. Why isn't, what's wrong? What's up with this phone? Come on. Oh, you know what? I have the infrared light on now, so I'll just keep this phone at the ready for when I need to, when I hear something out there. I'm going to turn the lights up. The environment, I'm using this environment. Let's go back to my tried and true environment. Turn the lights up. Oh, it's rotated weirdly. Put it back to the reset. Okay, so at least I can see everything now. So we're at 1.3 million, which is way too big. So all these flowers, I have to figure out what. Let's start with this one since it's closest. Okay, so this I think is the, I'm just trying to figure out which one is the additive. Okay, so I think that's the additive. I think this is the additive. All right, so I'm going to delete this one. I could just check up here too. Yeah. I'll delete that. So I'm guessing the bottom ones are going to be the additives. Delete. Delete. Oh. Hope you guys have been doing good and creating some cool stuff. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with the eyes. A little confused as to what my options are. Okay, 1.28 million. So the flowers are pretty big too. They're pretty big, but I should probably just put them all together. Let's decimate. Actually, I should probably just bring over one. And this shape, this actually might be easy to make in Blender, but I don't know how to make these shapes yet. I did figure out how to make an egg using a tutorial. I figured out how to stretch a sphere to kind of make it look like an egg. It's big for me. I use a lot of spheres in my work. Let's just decimate this and see when it breaks down. Oh, let's back up one step. I think that's doable. So 3,000 I think is doable. Oh, this is 3000. This is 3000. Oh, I already figured this out. That's 17.3. Decimate that bad boy. What about this little round thing in the middle? Decimate that twice. Decimate this twice. Whoop. I think 770 is probably the lowest I want to go. Okay, 770. What about these little things? See, they do not need to be that big. It's a shame. But I actually made this before I really knew a lot about what I was doing. Not that I know a lot now, but I know a lot more. Put it that way. What is up with this paint? What is up with this paint? So we have the arm, and this is an arm as well? This is so confusing. This is the body. So that's the body, so I'm going to bring this out. What are these? It's kind of nice to be able to go back to these sculpts and like figure out what the heck I was doing. What is this? What is this other random arm that's moving around and it's like, oops, it's like nothing. What in the world is that? So I'm going to delete it. I don't need it. So here are the arms. I'm going to take them out of here and just delete this. So this is going to be arm down. And this is going to be arm I feel like I just messed these up. Ugh, I knew I was going to do that. Such a dumb. Arm up. Okay, so at least we have the arms there. Body. Okay, so the paint is really weird on this. Let's decimate this 3 times right off the bat. And I have no idea. Let's check out these layers. What's going on here? Okay, so that's the darker stuff. So let's use smooth color. Let's see if I can actually smooth this. It looks nice. I see what I was doing, but why is it not smooth at all? This might have been before I even knew how to do that. Let's decimate it once more. I do like the shade that I was doing. It looks good. It's just very heavy-handed. But I think this is before I knew how to really shade it. Look at these little things. Okay, looks good though. Looks decent. Okay, I think that looks good. Oh, except for in between here. Doesn't look very natural. Okay, cool. How big are the arms? The arms are 123K, so let's decimate these. I think they still look good. 414K. All right, let's just keep going with this. Bring these puppies down. Oh, let's back up one. That still looks good. Tongue. think that's it for the tongue. 393. Decimate. This weird shine on everything. You know what? Let's no, MatCap won't even help me out here. Spines. Did I name those spines? I did. Okay, interesting. So let's just join them all. And let's just decimate. Ooh, but they get real messed up real quick. Okay. I get it. I get it. Eyes. I can decimate. See if these eyes are the same. They are. I think they're connected. Decimate this inner sphere. Okay, but I'm seeing some okay, is this an additive? No. Is this an additive? It is. So this one I'm gonna delete. I feel like this might be always unlit. Let me turn that off so I can actually see what we're dealing with. Okay, these pills can definitely be decimated. Make them the same size. Even though I could just clone them. But I kind of just want to leave it how it is. So why is this still so huge? Oh, the arms are separate. Oh, okay. I get it. Decimate, 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 decimate. Still looks pretty good. All right, so now we're at 88. So we're doing much better. 11.1. Body's 15.8. Let's see if these teeth are together. The teeth are together. Tongue. Okay, so this is the little, so let's take this and validate it and call this pupils. And this will be interesting to see if in Blender I can make the first eye kind of a see-through gel type eye and then make this pupil soft and have a glow or have a reflection. I have no idea how to do that. So lilac, fins, we'll call them fins. So these are the teeth. What's going on? There's a layer here. Oh, there's that nice darker color. Oh, it's on this too. So these are together. I get it. Okay. So let's bring that down. So this is the teethies and horns. Both together. Good to know. Tongue. How big is the tongue? We already looked at that. Body. We can now bring down this color. So there's no layer. Arm down, arm up. Down, arm up. Let's join them. And just call it arms. The less layers, the better. Okay, so these are the spheres. So let's take the spheres and join them. 1. Wait, what is this? Wait, what are these? What are those from? I'm so confused as to what these are. Ah, interesting. So these are in some sort of mirror or something like that? I'm very confused. So why is this 3 spheres? And why is that deleting that? All right, I'm gonna make this easy on myself. Okay, so there's the flower. So this is, I don't know what this is. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm going to take this sphere out, and so this one is really random. Let's split these. Let's take these and delete them. Good. That's the little one. That's that one. I might have to rearrange these two, but that's okay. We'll work it out. For now, let's just put all these together. Flower, centers. Let's join these. Flowers. This is the plant. It's the other plant. So we'll join those together. You know what? We'll leave them separate in case I want to move them. Pill. It's fine. That's fine. Okay, cool. So we're at 86K, but I think that's all we can do, really. Here's the center of that. We'll call this flower 4. And we'll call this flower 4 ball. Okay, I think we're good. So we'll save this. Is there anything else in the scene I'm missing? There is. No, that's just a dot, right? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's weird. Anyway, so let's take this and bring it over to Blender and see what we get. GLTF, vertex colors. Oh, let me make sure nothing has a layer. Nothing has a layer. Export. And I'll send this over to the computer. and we'll keep it popping over there. Alright guys, so we're going to jump over to Blender. Again, thank you so much for chilling with me and watching these videos. It's really fun for me to take my Nomad Sculpts and bring them over into Blender. So I've been spending a lot of time doing it. But instead of just doing it on my own time, I'm like, let me just record it. So I appreciate you guys saying that you don't mind these videos. And I'm doing a lot more Nomad Sculpt videos on here and tutorials on Skillshare and Udemy. So let's get into Blender, which is on this screen. All right, so let's bring in what we just did here. So I'll try to do this. I'm getting quickly. I know the basic stuff, but I'm getting a little bit more quick with it, which is nice. So I brought it over into Blender, little green Blender. I think this is it. That's it. Okay, good. I don't know what these little dots are though. I don't know what that is. Okay, so let's do G and Z. I have to say it like that because I'm not yet that comfortable with all of this stuff. And I want to kind of put them on the ground. Let's hide this. I actually want to, let's see if I can, I definitely want to save this as its own shape. But for now, we'll just hide it. And I kind of want to move it too. Can I move it? Kind of want to move it up there. But not the flowers. How did you guys get up here? You guys I want down here. So I just want to move the floor up. Okay, so I'm going to look at animation. So I have these nice two windows so I can see what the thingy's looking like. Let's go back to the camera view. So with this camera view, I'm going to go, firstly, I'm going to change, I think this is the height. So I can probably change this to like 2200. That was actually the width. Okay. So I'm going to change this one to 1800. Nope. Okay. So what if I set this to 1500? Okay, we're in the right ballpark. And I kind of want to look at, I should probably send over like a picture of how I had the other one. Now you guys can like see everything that I'm doing when I'm like farting around and I'm not on screen. I'm trying to set this camera up so you can just see what I'm doing. I want to look at this so I can kind of see. I need to turn depth of field off. I just want to see what my, okay, so he's going to be sitting, so I want him sitting this way. So I think I want to move it over here. Oh, sorry. So I think I want to move this camera over here and then rotate it. Like so. I got to set this to the active camera, so I'll just double click. You know what I'll do? I'll just do a quick screenshot of this. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth because it's annoying. Let's open this. There's probably a way to like open it in the app, but I don't know how to do that. So for now, I'll just keep it on this screen so I can look at it. Okay, so what I'm seeing firstly is just, I have that issue. I think it's the perspective. Like it's very heavily, the perspective is so strong. It always makes it like sort of fisheye. It's the only issue I have with the camera. Oh, you know what? I need to rotate it downwards instead. Okay, it's actually not bad. The background I need to twist a little bit. Rotate, I should say. I just want to make sure that the smarter thing probably would be to rotate the image. That's okay. Let's go GX. Kind of move it a little bit. And I might feel like I want to go in closer. Actually, I like that. The only difference, okay, let's look at the camera. Perspective versus orthographic. Let's look at orthographic. Let's see if we can get closer to it. This is at 200. Let's go to 50 and let's do a quick render. I probably could have made the size a little bit smaller. So yeah, that's the only thing I don't really know how to. I haven't really worked out is how to get the camera to match. Like with Nomad, you can just adjust like the slider, and but the camera doesn't move. So like when I'm on perspective here, I can't just like adjust the slider and make it like and change the perspective. That would be easier because when I change it, like the camera zooms in and zooms out, and anytime I'm close to it, it's like super fisheye, and it's like I don't want it super fisheye, but I don't want it orthographic necessarily. But orthographic tends to look better because when the camera's close, it just makes it such a fisheye. So it's probably something I also need to look up and figure out how to make that work. And this is also like not clear at all. Why is it not clear? Usually it's a little bit more clear than that. So this is telling me that, oh my gosh, like it looks like I have, oh I do. Okay, see, this looks better than the other one. Looks better than perspective. Right? It's hard to tell. So we'll go with orthographic. I just think it looks better. And I don't feel like spending that much time on that. So anyway, so let's go back here. We'll do location, Y. This might be a little easier. Z's up and down. And I actually think I do want it up a little bit higher, but then rotate it a little more down. Oh, that's not the one. That's good. Location. Oh, I think that's good. I think that's what we want. So let's check out a quick render and see what we're working with. Yeah, again, I apologize for the fan. It's like using all this stuff, the fan starts kicking on. There's so many rabbit holes with all this stuff. I was looking up, trying to put together a PC because I think that'd be like super useful to make like a like a really bad, really good, cool. I don't really want to curse on my videos. I don't think that they track that, but you never know. I need all the videos that I make to make like my measly monthly allowance from YouTube. So I think this looks pretty good. I like the way it's set up. I like the angle. I think it looks great. Looks like a toy. Looks nice. And the only thing is I'll have to bring it down a little bit because it's a little high still. And I have to change the background to pink because I really liked the pink background. And then I'll add the lights and stuff, the little glows. I never really did much with the depth of field, but I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. All right, so oh, and I have to do the eyes too. I'm not really looking forward to that. So I'll just be confused. You have to be that loud fan. I remember doing research on computers, on laptops, and doing research on this one because the fan, I didn't want the fan to be really loud. And of course, they're like, "Oh, it takes so much for the fan to come on." But then again, I'm not like just your normal user. I guess I am a power user. I'm a power user. Okay, that looks good. So we have to bring this down a little bit. And why does he look so stretched? Oh, you know what? It's because okay, I know why he looks stretched. So let's close that and let's take all of this. So we'll take arms to tongue, all of that. So we'll do G, Z, bring it down. I wonder if this is tilted like an odd way. Because the grass and stuff in the front is like, it's so far in. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the key. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm happy with that. What are all these vertices? What is that? I feel like there's some random vertices in here. So now let's change the background to a pink. The backdrop. Base color. Pink. Love that. Like a really light pink. Okay, I like that. All these little balls. So those are all, what is called, flower centers. These all have like a really weird thing, which I don't know what that is. So let's change this to flower glow balls. I'm just gonna go with I think principal BD whatever. I think that's just what I want. We'll do the base color as like a nice bright pink. We'll do the emission nice bright pink as well. Turn the emission strength up so they get nice and glowy. And then I'll maybe make this a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. There we are. I love it. And you know what's another thing that's easier is I need to turn this to EV first. That will help me out. And also I should turn off, where is that though? Well, I think it's in the camera. I want to go to the camera and I want to turn off depth of field for now. All right, so let's go to this little guy. Let's do the same thing. So flower 4 ball. I'm just going to change this to, wait a minute, where is it at? Base color, I'm going to change to RGB. So I want to do a different color for this flower. Or maybe I'll do a similar color. Emissions. Yeah, we'll do a tad bit of a different color. We'll just make it like a little bit more orange. Just to give a little bit of, a little different, a little bit of a different touch. I guess we can do this on this window. Let's go to layout. Let's go to the camera view. And then let's go to Z and render it. All right. So let's name this skin green skin. And the only thing I want to do with this is change the roughness. I should have moved this closer a long time ago. I always forget to move my mic closer to me when I'm over here. That's going to be annoying. What was I doing? Oh, the skin, that's right. So the roughness. So we'll change the roughness. 0.425. Let's go ahead and Control C that. And we'll go to the, actually we don't need to, because for the arms, I'm just going to go RGB. And then for the color, wait a minute, how do I use nodes? Where's green skin? Oh, here it is. There we go. Nice. So let's go ahead and also set the subsurface scatter. So we'll set that here. We'll make sure we turn this blue down. Everything is always super blue. Don't understand why ever. We'll go ahead and work this subsurface. So for this as well, I want to do the same thing. Oh, is it actually still the same? Oh, good. It did it for it. Perfect. I didn't have to do anything. So for the teeth and the horns, let's go ahead and bring down the roughness. Make them a little more glossy. Not to be super glossy, but definitely glossy. Tongue. We'll bring up the roughness a little bit on the tongue. Again, I want it a little bit glossy, but not like uber glossy. Uber glossy doesn't make sense to me. The flowers I do want rough. I want them to be like soft. Maybe that one I'll leave plasticky. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to cycles. I usually don't use denoise in the viewport because it looks even worse. I guess that's not terrible. Maybe I can let's see what happens if I put 50. Oh, so it does sample all the way through to 50. And I'm not really moving, so maybe I can put it even higher. Maybe that'll be more better. Let's go with 100 first and see what happens. Ooh, that was quick. If I do 200, it's quick too. My fan's a little more quiet too, so I'm trying to not keep that low. Oh, we'll turn on. Oh, no, that's not good. So as soon as I change something, it gets kind of crazy again. So yeah, let's go back to 20 and let's go back to, well, we'll leave it there. So for these, this one is glowing very brightly. So I'm going to go here. Surface color can be pink like this. This can be pink like that as well. And the emission strength, bring that up. Let's do the denoise. It's a little bit better. Okay. Now, one thing is I have to figure out where these should be. So maybe I'll just take both of them and move them because I feel like I want them to be like he's grabbing for them. Let's turn up this emission strength. Okay, so I would also like to make this glowing, but not... I don't really know what I want, actually. First, I want it rougher. And I might actually want the other one rougher. I don't think you can see it, but just in case you can, I don't want it to be glossy. So for this one, I think I want it a little more red, but I want just the glow to be a little more red. So we'll do that. Let's just go with RGB. Let's set the color of it. Add shader. I want to just use the node. Base colors RGB. Okay, it is moving. Oh, I think it's the emission. Okay, I think I just want something like that. One really bright and then one not so bright. Okay, so now the eyes. Oh, let's save this. Save as Green Goblin. So we'll save as Green Goblin. That way we don't mess up the other thing that we got the background from. Okay, so the eyes need to be clear, so I think that's transmission. Transmission, and I think we need to adjust the ray visibility. There's some options that will really help, I think. Denoise, render max threshold. I just don't remember where they are. How do I get it to be clear? Turning it black will help. No. Surface, translucent. I don't even know what that even means. That didn't do anything. Transparent? Interesting. Okay. So that worked a little bit. It doesn't give me the other options though. So that's kind of annoying. Let's do a quick render. Took away all my other options though. So I want to make sure that it's glossy. Needs to be glossy. I'm so thirsty lately. It's only 12:31, so we're doing good. Why is this so slow? It's only 50. I guess it's because of the subsurface and the lights and everything. I guess that's what it is. The subsurface and the lights. Butt monkeys. So I think I'll make that one plus sign glow a little bit more. And that little one I think can be brighter. I don't see any light bouncing off of his face. I need there to be light bouncing off of his face. So that's imperative. I need to add the all the flowers need to be subsurfaced, and the plant needs to be softer, more rough. The eyes look good. The only problem is that they're not shiny. They should be shiny. Are we at 50 yet? What are we doing? Denoise. The funny thing is that I talk to myself even when I'm not recording. I'll just continue to talk to myself. It's not bad. Not terrible. Let's close this. Why are you so loud? What did I do to you? Oh, tonight we watched, so I think this isn't what I want. Alright, so I was pretty much doing it right. The only thing that it's just something about the other file. So all I did was I made a sphere and I just was playing around with it. And literally the settings are the same. So for this, you can kind of see his eyes now. They look like they're there and clear, but it's only because the alpha is down. So when I'm on this, it's only because the alpha is down. When the alpha is all the way up, then they're like butt monkeys. So I'm going to delete them because they're really annoying. This is just a regular sphere that I brought in, and the settings are just fine. Like you just set the transmission, set the gloss, and it's fine. So I'm definitely perturbed that I spent so much time trying to figure that out, and it was just something funky with, I think I had them as refraction. So I'm going to get it off render. I'll go to solid. Maybe that'll stop it from thinking so much right now. Let's shade it first. Shade smooth. Oops. I don't need the preview. I just need to scale it. All right, I'm just going to go G. I think that's good. I'm not going to think that much about it. Okay, I think that's good. So now I just want to do a mirror of it. If I can remember how to do it. Oh yeah, so I need to do this, modifier, mirror, and then set that. Okay, that's good. Excuse me. So now when I do render, okay, much better. They're a little dark. Render's off. Could reduce the alpha a little bit. But maybe I might need more light or something, who knows. So let's play with these other little shapes. These pupils, they are. So I actually want these to emit light. So these are like a sort of glowish color, pretty bright, like so. I want the emission to be about there. Just like a glow. That's good. I have to make sure that they're not. Okay, they're not poking out. Oh, I think that's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So let's take this and let's maybe animation is better with it a little. Let's see. Nah, we'll keep it here. So for these, I want to do subsurface around that. Get rid of some of that blue. Let me get rid of all of that blue. I'm sick and tired of that blue. Oh, these are pretty far away. Let's bring these puppies a little closer. I didn't realize they were so far away. Let's look at the camera view. All right, let's boost this a little bit. So maybe we can get some on the hand. I want this to be a darker red. I want some light coming off of it. This little guy, make even brighter. Okay, looks good. Now these flowers, I don't think I did any subsurface color to them. So let's grab a similar color, maybe a reddish color. Or maybe orangish, a little bit brighter. And take down some of this blue. All right. I think we're getting places. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, I feel like I can see. I'm gonna make this a little more rough. And I want to make it a little darker. Okay, I like it. So I think I would like to do a render, but I want to go to the camera and I want to turn back on depth of field. And let's go back to the camera, see what we see. Body's in focus. Now I actually don't want it that blurry in the back. So maybe the f-stop will help with that. I mean, it usually does in regular photography. All right? So I'm thinking something like this is where I want to be. So let's save and let's hit a render. Let's hit a render image. Let me make sure it's what I want it to be first. So it's a pretty big size. Where's the sampling? Where is the sampling? Oh, here it is. Butt monkey. So let's go with 1 for now, and we'll just do a quick 50. All right, so in the meantime, this is uploading. It's going to take a little bit. It's doing fairly slowly. So I'm going to open up my brain. I think I need to go to sleep, actually. I'm going to open up Final Cut Pro. I'm going to add all the stuff that I'm recording right now in. That way when I do render this, the final render, I can just plug it in. And I might finish working on this video tomorrow, and I'll do a turntable. Or I'll set up the turntable tonight, and then I'll just add it in the video. But I don't know, we'll see. But I'll be back. Let's put this into Final Cut Pro. Thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, really helps my channel out. Definitely check out my Skillshare classes. I have 2D classes in Procreate and 3D classes in Nomad Sculpt. Keep drawing, keep sculpting, and I'll see you all in the next video. And one more thing, I'm happy to let you know that I now have a standalone course, a course that you can buy all on its own at Udemy. This is my first Udemy class, so I would love the support. If you want to pick up a Nomad Sculpt class, beginner class, without a subscription, then you can definitely buy my class on Udemy. Keep drawing, keep sculpting, and I'll see you all in the next video.
All right.